Hey everyone, just want to let y'all know I found a amazing Stasis Titan build. It abuses the fragments, the tectonic harvest. I would use Diamond Lance, but right now it's disabled, so I'm only using it for the fragment slots and Glacier Grenade. You don't need the jump and barricade don't really matter. You want a stasis weapon with headstone. And now, if you don't have EYASLUNA, you can also get the VULPECULA before it goes away. I don't have. Well, I guess I do have one. Okay, I apparently do have one with headstone. I haven't used it because I don't like 180 RPM hand cannons, and I've only got this in the vault for if 180s ever become good again. Now, the reason I'm using EYASLUNA, like I said, I don't like 180 RPM hand cannons, and I kind of got this, and I've been trying it out, and it feels really nice. I'm gonna switch to flared magwell since I do this for PvE. And the energy weapon doesn't really matter. So you can run Cartesian, no composure, salvager salvo, really whatever you like. Now, if you have it, you can use the Zephyr with cold steel. This is the role, I think this is the role you pick up when you first get it. Of course, you can't get it right now because the dawning just ended. Now, what you want for the mods, I'll start off at the mark. You want elemental charge. You don't need bomber, but you know, it's just more grenade cooldown. Now, you can change this to whatever you like, but I have protective light here so that if I do ever become red bar health, I'll get significantly increased damage resistance. We've got Font of Might, and this is optional. And then on the arms, we've got Font of Wisdom. Now you're probably asking, how are you gonna make the wells? Well, since I said we're using Tectonic Harvest, we're going to make stasis shards. And if you use a stasis armor piece, the mod elemental shards counts stasis shards as elemental wells for you. And this is really how I'm going to get tier 10 intellect almost infinitely. Basically, what you want to do is just you throw down your grenade, you break it, you pick up the crystal, you get charged with light, meaning you could do whatever you want with it. You get extra weapon damage, you get extra super energy, and if you use this fragment right here, Whisper of Shards, it'll give you increased grenade regeneration. Now, the way I have my build set up is I try to run as much recovery as I can because it's the best stat in the game. And then I try to have a lot of discipline and intellect as well. You don't need all this intellect. I'd say minimum you want is tier 5. So you can focus that into discipline and resilience. I'm not that lucky and I have too much intellect. You can see I don't have a single intellect mod on, but I still have 90. Now, the super, it's going to take a long time to get. You could see the base cooldown is 10 minutes. And then with tier 9, it goes down to 8 minutes and 5 seconds. That's where, you want to sort of have an energy weapon with Thresh. Because you get more super energy. But you don't need it. Because this super, I haven't used it in any broken activities like, doing a lot of damage to bosses. And it's just kind of weird. So I don't use the super much because just the abilities on its own and the weapons make this really good. Now, I don't have any good exotics to pair this with. You could probably use ICEFALL Mantle if you do have a good version of that. Let me see if I can pull it up here. ICEFALL, where's ICEFALL Mantle? Right here. Now they did recently change this so that if you do put it on, like you do activate it, you can apparently take it off, but I have not used it since it got reworked because I don't have a good one. Now, if you want, you could pause the video and read this, but I'm going to move on back to the build. Now, I don't have any gameplay right now, but take my word for it, this is a really fun build. It clears a lot of ads because your Glacier Grenade with these fragments, Whisper of Shards, Whisper of Chains, Whisper of Rending, Whisper of Fissures, and Whisper of Conduction, it's got a huge blast radius on the Glacier Grenade, meaning you're going to be killing a lot of ads. And with the Font of Might, your Stasis, Hand Cannon, and Sword are going to do more damage, meaning you get an extra damage boost. Now I have this here for Majors and for Solar Shields. You could use, like I said, whatever energy weapon you want, whether you like double primaries, or you want to use like a special weapon. And this, I really like this build because I don't play Titan much at all, and it's honestly kind of fun. I used it when I was working on my Curse Breaker title earlier, and it's honestly not half bad.